in this video, again, I previously did a video a couple minutes ago on The Flash. Who is Savitar? Well, I speculated that it's Ronnie Raymond. Okay. Here's why I speculated that. Because of Caitlyn's character in The Flash. Because she turns into Killer Frost. But anybody who betrays their friend and says, "What do you need me to do?" that only means that you're only doing it because you really love them. And you would do anything for the person that you actually love. Even destroy friendships in the process. Because Ronnie Raymond is Firestorm. We all know this from season 1. But he separated himself from Dr. Stein when he went into one of the vortexes of the Speed Force. We all know this. Whoever is a Flash fan, we've all seen the thing where he goes into the vortex and spins around, causing a separation between Stein and him. So, in that way of thinking, I'm speculating that, because I know the Flash episode airs tonight, so I'm still speculating that it's a strong possibility, whether we like it or not, it is possibly Ronnie. Because here's why. Because you know how many times Dr. Wells has died, came back, and died again? Dr. Wells has impersonated himself 3 times. One was the Reverse Flash, who was Eobard Dawn, right? Who is Eddie-thon's grandson. There was the original Dr. Wells, who was killed by the Reverse Flash, who became him so he could get close to the Flash, to Barry. And there's the phony Dr. Wells from Earth 97, was it? What if Ronnie Raymond is possibly Ronnie Raymond of another alternate universe? Or he's aware of the Speed Force only because he is the Flash in that alternate universe. Because he's lost everything. He's lost Caitlyn to becoming Killer Frost, so he's accepted the fact that he needs to become evil himself. So, in retrospect to that, that's why I say I'm still speculating till this episode is done that he's possibly the original Ronnie Raymond from the original timeline. But I don't know how, but for me to speculate that is a strong possibility that he is the Savitar, because he was trapped in the Speed Force speed force vortex for maybe eons, centuries, or whatever reason, and he found out what he changed in the original timeline, or the fact that Barry Allen has changed the space-time continuum as a character, caused one of the events to revert back to the original state without realizing it, meaning the wormhole did not exist. Ronnie was somehow saved for some strange coincidence when he was trapped in the wormhole vortex that evil Wells, who is the Reverse Flash, who is actually Eobard Thawne. No, I'm not. Why would you say that, man? That's a mean thing to say. And that's why I say, honestly, that's why I think somewhere down the line, it's Ronnie Raymond, because whatever Barry changed could have caused Ronnie to inherit the Speed Force in a different timeline, and that's why he's the Reverse Flash, or some kind of Flash form that we see him as now, because Caitlin Snow's character in The Flash goes, "What do you need me to do?" I will state the facts again. What do you need me to do? And because she loves him so much, she's willing to destroy the whole team on The Flash in the process. Because if somebody you care about is gone, and you tried to save them back in the day, I mean hypothetically or realistically, wouldn't you betray your friends in the process if that loved one told you to? Like, that's some messed up speculations right there, but it's strongly possible that once she saw Ronnie in the Savitar suit, or some version of him, whether it's a messed up face, but it's still Ronnie somewhere, and that's what it is. It's because, you know how many characters they brought back from The Flash several times over? At least 3 times for Dr. Wells. 3 times. One as the Reverse Flash, one as himself, one in World 2, in Earth 2, and the other one in the Dumb World, which is 97 or 96 universe. So I'm wondering what they're gonna do in tonight's episode, because I speculated and I already got 3 negatives in my last video, so, which I don't really care, because I'm still sticking to the fact that that's Ronnie. Cause would you as a person, as an individual, whoever's gonna watch this, if you found out that your loved one was still alive and he told you to betray all your friends and stuff like that, because you're not yourself anymore. You're somebody else entirely, personality-wise. Like, you're not your former good self. So Ronnie probably goes to Caitlin once she saw him, and she goes, "What do you need me to do?" And then she turns on everybody. She turns on Cisco. She turns on everybody that she's ever known. But he needs to know. He needs to know everybody. Even the one person that even Ronnie doesn't know about, which is Barry Allen's girlfriend in the show. So, but my speculation is this: because Ronnie is smart enough as a character by himself, as a normal human being without Firestorm, to create a machine that creates wormholes to the Speed Force. And honestly, that's what it is. And if you really love somebody, wouldn't you betray your friend? In the process, if he told you to? That's why I'm saying he is who he is. And because Ronnie did lose everything in the process. He lost Caitlin, which is now Killer Frost. He lost his Firestorm powers. And he's probably scarred for life because he was stuck in the vortex forever. For who knows how long the Speed Force that he was that he was trapped in. He was probably trapped in there for decades, eons, centuries, millennia, whatever, 1,000. Time is infinite. Whether or not we like to admit it, time does not measure itself. We only measure time by 24 hours, but time cannot never ever be measured. Who knows how many years or eons have passed since Ronnie was trapped in the Speed Force vortex. To him personally, as an individual. And in all honesty, that's what I'm thinking right now. Because when he stepped out of his armor, he was shocked to see that it was probably Ronnie or somebody else entirely, but we don't know that until 3 hours from now, or a little bit less than 3 hours from now, and I can't wait to see what I see. And honestly, I hate when people say to me, as of right now, like, I'm reading these comments right here, like, I don't know why people assume that I'm on drugs or anything. Like, why? That's not fair. Like, that's not ethical. All I'm doing is talking about the Flash, and people say something like that. But in retrospect, that's what it is. And we'll just have to wait and see. Well, I'll have to wait and see and enjoy myself when it comes down to watching The Flash today. Because my speculation with that, I believe it's Ronnie, just because he separated himself from Dr. Stein. And yeah, just because of that. And who knows how long he's been trapped in the Speed Force, or a portion of it. We don't know that. Ronnie's been trapped in the Speed Force for a full season in our time, correct? His whole body has disappeared. And inside, and the wormhole behind that vortex on the Flash has disappeared when it was done. So Ronnie had to find a way back, but he needed some conduit to get himself back for some odd reason. Like, or they're gonna actually put Hermes in the show to make sense of all this stuff. Because every time Barry goes into the wormholes that he goes into, creates a time remnant or a time reaper to follow him, I think they're trying to escape from their presence like Zoom is. So one of those remnants is probably Hermes, if anything else. And I could be wrong, I could be right also, but who knows. But I'm just speculating. I'm still saying till this day that it's Ronnie, and in a couple hours we'll find out at 8 o'clock, and we'll see who's correct, because I already got 3 thumbs down in my video, my last video, because possibly I wasn't explaining things clearly enough, which I apologize for that matter. But when people don't understand that, when I'm watching it, I'm analyzing everything, every possible outcome that could possibly happen. And plus, you know how many building structures got sucked into that vortex with Ronnie when the Reverse Flash created the wormholes that to end Earth 1, allegedly, supposedly. A lot. But who's to say? But we'll see in about a little bit over 2 hours. I can't wait. Because Ronnie is smart enough. He helped fix the time machine that the Reverse Flash needed to make. So I wouldn't be surprised if he knew how to build a suit too. So that's why I say it's Ronnie. 60% chance that it's Ronnie. And nothing more, nothing less. But who knows? I don't even know, but I'm just speculating as me, as an individual, as a fan, why Ronnie could be sabotaged. Because look at, again, I'll state the facts here. Look at Dr. Wells. He's come back 3 other times. One as himself, one as the Reverse Flash, one as a dumb version of himself in World 97. So, if anything, Ronnie, from whatever world he's from, whether it's 1,000 world or something, World 1,000, if there isn't a World 1,000, in Universe 1,000, that might be Ronnie in that universe. And that's why Caitlin was shocked to actually see him around, actually. Because Caitlin is... She knows that Ronnie's dead as a character, but that doesn't mean he doesn't exist in worlds beyond World 1, Earth 1, Earth 2, and Earth 3. They all might still exist somewhere. Ronnie's character is alive somewhere, whether or not it's trapped in the Speed Force or something like that. And that's just a speculation that I have. That everybody that I've read online comments about for it's not Ronnie. Well, I'm saying it possibly might be Ronnie because that there's other Ronnies in different worlds that did not have the Speed Force in them or made themselves the Speed Force. Look at the original Reverse Flash. He was so desperate to become the Flash that he created a particle accelerator. In the different time, in what, Earth, in the year 2070? Or something like that. He created another particle accelerator just so he could become the Flash, because he idolized the Flash. But who knows if it's Ronnie's son or something. I'm just speculating, but it could be a whole different subject matter tomorrow in what I know about the Flash. But that's what I know of I'm more familiar with Wally's character. I'm kind of surprised that in this series of the Flash, that Wally is played, I think it's the golden age of comics for DC or something like that. That's why he's African American or black in this series. But I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but I'm more familiar with the 90s version of the Flash where he was Caucasian in the Flash. I'm not sure. But I thought Wally wasn't gonna show up until possibly season 5. Possibly. That's just my thing. Because, or that's a whole different kind of, that Wally that I'm familiar with might be from Earth 70 or something like that. based on what I know about the Flash. But Wally, I'm not really. Maybe in another timeline, or maybe later on, he will be white. But as of right now, it's what it is. But which I'm not complaining. I actually like the change. I think there should be more black actors playing different roles. I just was speculating. I thought Wally was going to actually be in season 5, not this early on. Actually, it's because Supergirl actually didn't appear until what, season 5? Yeah, season 5. In the original Smallville series, she didn't actually appear until season 5. I was kind of shocked when I saw him in this case, Wally, in season 3. Or they should have waited another season, because this is Wally West that I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with Wally West, but not the... I'm a little bit familiar with Wally West when he was Kid Flash, but not that much. I'm more familiar with his character when he was... Not much, man. When he was the Flash in general. But for me, honestly, I think for tonight's episode of Flash, I think it is Ronnie Raymond from a different alternate universe or something. Because when Caitlin Snow, her character, goes, "What do you need me to do?" You don't... I'll repeat it like I repeated it in my last video. What do you need me to do? Like, she said it so softly, so tenderly, that gave it away for me. And honestly, all Ronnie Raymond did was separate from Dr. Stein when he tried to close up the wormhole vortex that was created by the Reverse Flash when he went into the different time paradoxes just to get into his own timeline. And who knows how many times Barry's changed the course of reality. That's why different events are occurring now. So that's just my speculation on that. And that's why I still say it's Ronnie Raymond as a character. Because there's no way that Ronnie Raymond can't make Caitlin Snow do whatever he wants, because she loves him very much. And she probably thought he was gone forever, but once he came back as Savitar, if that who he really is, that's why she acted the way she does. She's willing to keep all his secrets, even betray her own friend in the process. Wouldn't you betray your friends if you had to save the person that you cared about most? Wouldn't all of you? Like, I speculate that if I had to go back in time, the only way I would want to turn my back on everybody is if I had no other choice in the process of saving the person I care about most. But that's only if that was what I had to do. Because all of the people in the world are capable of the same exact stuff. Whether it's in comic books, whether it's in real life, whether it's in fictional life in another alternate universe of this, we're all capable of the same needs and wants. But that's just me. That's why I speculate that that's Ronnie Raymond inside that suit of armor, in that Iron Man looking DC version of the suit. Because Ronnie Raymond, first of all, is smart enough to fix a time machine. He's aware of Flash's capabilities. He's aware of Caitlin Snow, he's aware of Caitlin. He's aware of Cisco, and probably Ronnie Raymond went into a paradox, in a time paradox universe where 30 years, probably 1,000 years have passed, and everybody's who they are now. So who's to speculate that I'm wrong? Or maybe 2,000 years from that timeline, that's why he is Savitar the way he is now, because he's fully aware of Caitlin, he's fully aware of Cisco, he's fully aware of Julian, he's fully aware of the Flash marrying Iris, and all that good stuff. So, and in the process, he lost his humanity. That's how I break it down for you guys when it comes down to the Flash, when it comes down to this theory. Because everything that you know about the Flash is either gonna be surprising to all of you, or it's not gonna shock you guys at all. But for me, I'm just speculating, because I wonder when Wally West is actually what I'm gonna be curious about is what season Wally West is actually gonna wear Barry Allen's suit, or a totally different version of Barry Allen's suit, because we already know that we've seen future Barry about 7 years from now. We have already seen that. Is that gonna be Flash's Wally West Flash suit, or is it gonna be totally be mapped out later on? And in all honesty, that's what it is, from what I speculate. Because I thought let's talk about Wally West for a second. I thought he was gonna not appear until season 5, or near the end of the actual series of the Flash. Because Smallville had, 10 years on Warner Brothers when it was Channel 5. So I was thinking that the Wally West wasn't gonna appear until maybe season 6? Yeah, season 6. Or season 5, give or take. Because this is all about Barry. So I wonder what other Wally West is going to be born in the process. Because of that one reason. Because I watched every animation series of the Flash, and one I'm aware of. So, and I'm aware of Kid Flash himself, and all that good stuff. I'm aware of Impulse because of Smallville. I wonder when all that stuff is gonna come out to play, because that's when I'm gonna be going, yeah! So, I'm still saying it's Ronnie to be done with this because he's smart enough to make a suit. He's aware of everything that happened to him, so he must have made some kind of suit that is able to gather some particles in the Speed Force to create wormholes that he could travel through. But we'll know in about 2 hours. 2 hours from now, which I can't wait because I'm a huge Flash fan, and that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to be totally wrong in this case. I'm waiting for that. I'm totally waiting to be wrong. I'm totally waiting to be right. If I am right, then I'm gonna be happy. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be happy anyway. Because there's gonna be at least 6 more seasons. At least 6 more seasons of The Flash. I hope it's longer than Supernatural or anything like that. But The Flash deserves at least 10 seasons under its belt. Or 11 seasons for that matter. Not in comic book form, in actual form. In actual television form. None of this Smallville spin-off stuff having the 11th season on comic book form. None of that. I want the season all on video. Or in this case, Blu-ray. But on that note, I'm done for talking about The Flash for today. But I'll talk about it more tomorrow because the episode is going to be on tonight. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to eat it with my popcorn. And drink it with my Gatorade. Well, I would like for you guys to subscribe if you guys want. It would really help me out. I would really appreciate it too. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably at 12, like, if I'm up, I'll do a video. But if not, at the latest, maybe 2 o'clock. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Text to speech unavailable here. Text to